I felt conflicted about even trying this game out because the words free to play are usually followed by pay to win mega gaga doo doo. But it was between this and wacky wavy inflatable idiot simulator. So here we are. What's up guys, my name is Goo. I make commentary style videos on the latest games released, and today's video is about Where Winds Meet, a game that seemingly came out of nowhere. Apparently it released in China a year ago and it was doing so good that they said those suckers in the West are gonna eat this shit up like they're deep fried unhealthy foods, and they were right. Before I even booted the game, I was really hoping to like it because I know that public reception for it is super positive, and if I start talking shit, I'm gonna have to throw hands down in the comments. And now that I've played it, I am here to say that it's bad. The thing is, I went into this with a completely wrong mindset. Its similarities in aesthetics to games like Ghost of Yotei, Black Myth Wukong, and even Neo set the wrong expectations. The reality of it is, you play those types of games to beat them, to experience a refined beginning, middle, and end adventure. Whereas Where Winds Meet is meant to be played to, to be played.
What?
What I mean by that is it's more comparable to like a live service or an MMO game than to those single player games. The gameplay is not as refined as your typical ARPG experience, but there's a ton of fun to be had here, surprisingly. I spent the entire time playing skeptical of the monetization, looking over my shoulder for the pay-to-win boogeyman to grab me by the nose hairs, but he never came. I was also pleasantly surprised at how much detail they were able to pack into the world. I've run into dungeons and secret passageways and puzzles and traps, and you can interact with almost every NPC, which is nuts. Some of whom you can even have full-blown conversations with because they're little AI bots. Now your lonely ass can get some friends.
No more business for me. Even the mountains will laugh at my misfortune.
What about a dumpling shop?
Not long ago, I met someone who treated me like a brother. Then one day, he said his family was in trouble. His grandfather had brewed up hundreds of jars of wine and was worried they wouldn't sell.
What about a dumpling shop?
I said I'd buy them. I thought I was making an investment.
Maybe give up tears and open a dumpling shop.
When the wine arrived, I found out it was all fake. At least the jars were real.
Bro.
And then, as if fate mocked me, every jar shattered. My whole world collapsed right there on the road. I didn't just lose jars. I lost my will to believe in gravity.
What the fuck?
A dumpling shop? Maybe that's a better idea.
Yes, finally. This goofy bit was made possible by Easus Voicewave. They have all sorts of fun filters for things like making a YouTube video,
or trolling your friends,
or confusing your enemies.
So if you're interested, you can download Easus Voicewave and get up to 68% off. They should have made it 69 using the code SantaGift because it's the holidays, bitches. Get your deals from the fat jolly man. All right, back to the video. It really starts to feel a little bit illegal to play, if I'm honest. You get this whole game for jack shit, for fuck all, for 3 small payments of diddly squat. You too can get jump scared by the intro music. Spawn into this beautiful world where the animations are jank, the UI is atrocious, and the quick time events are just for show. None of the quick time events did anything. I purposely missed them all and nothing happened. What? Also, why are we riding this horse at fucking walking pace? Once I made it past that abominable intro, I finally understood where all the hype and the hullabaloogie was coming from. The customization screen. There's 2 body type options. There's a she and a he. Here's all the game presets. Of course, they're all gorgeous. And then there's the customized player-made ones. What the fuck? In 2 pieces, my life is cut. Last resort, this is. Bye. Meet Yoda. Ooh. A character created by this person. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will do a you. I can't say it without cringing. Cosplay. Kill me now. Let's talk about the story real quick. If I'm honest, the story was doo doo poo poo to me at first. I don't know if it was because some child randomly started yelling at me.
Hey, you, come on, wake up.
Or if it was the terrible English voiceover translation.
A drink to wet your throat. Well, how is it?
Bland.
Sleep.
Wait, why did it change how I look? Oh, I can't be you, Wuda. Oh, God. Never mind, he's back. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, as you can tell, up until this point, I really wasn't meshing with the game. Here's the thing that doesn't fly with me about free-to-play titles, though, is that everybody seems to give them the excuse because it's free to be bad or to be not worth your time. But I'm a firm believer that free-to-play games deserve just as much critique as any other game, because although you're not giving them your doubloons, you're paying them with your time, which is a very valuable currency. And trust me, they'll get their money either way, because there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money on things like skins. But while I am being a bit harsh on this game, I do believe Chicken Wing Meat Simulator is worth the download. Not because it's a perfect game by any means, but because there is a lot to do, there is a lot to see, the combat is fun, the story picks up at one point again being interesting somehow. The world is creme brulee your pantaloons type of pretty. There's random encounters and dungeons and geese bullying bears. Oh my. My first boss encounter was where I really started to enjoy this game. I rolled up on this dude with nothing but a fresh pair of panties on my ass cheeks and boom, got my shit rocked. And I loved it. Recommended level 30. Nah. So I decided to go level up and come back like a reasonable individual. Level 2. All right, I really gotta lock in. I am hideously underleveled. Level 3. Fighting this boss was the turning point for me. This is where I found my joy. The combat is responsive and fun, and all the bosses I've fought so far have had pretty cool designs and mechanics. There's so much going on in this fucking game, and almost none of it is explained by the tutorial, but I was kind of okay with it because it creates the sense of reward every time you figure something new out, in a suffery Stockholm Syndrome kind of way. Am I getting beat up and I can't skip this shit? What? What? Oh my God! What? One thing I am thoroughly upset about though, and I can't make any excuses for it, is the UI, the menu. It's like they gathered every menu option that they could think of from every game ever and put them into one fucked up jumbled mess and forgot to actually organize them before publishing the game. You gotta play Where's Waldo every time you want to find a fucking menu option. 10 hours in and I have no idea how to get to my talent tree. I wish I was joking. The only time I've been able to access it is when it pops up and I can fucking get it with the little interaction button. If it goes away and I miss it, it's gone forever. Anyway, this game is also fucking hilarious. I don't know if it was meant to be as funny as it is, but my single-digit IQ brain was loving every single quirky little random encounter. Accidentally turning into a dog and playing mahjong. Immortal snakes beating the absolute shit out of me. A half-naked man attacking me out of nowhere. It felt like the silly just never ends. I love this seriously unserious feel to this game. It speaks to my soul. Seeing a tiny goose brutally bullying a giant bear is funny enough, but watching it drop kick the bear in slow motion so that I can learn to pull the little honker out of my ass mid-fight is a fucking comical goldmine. So yes, solo play is silly, it's janky, and it's fun, but what really intrigued me from the beginning was the ability to play with others PvE, PvP. Not many games within this genre will dive deep into multiplayer like this, so having it be a focal point really excited my loins. It warmed them up and had them bubbling. It has the typical online Souls thing where you leave a little note on the floor to annoy the shit out of everybody else trying to interact with things around it. Oh, this one says I miss my grandpa. That's actually sad. I also miss your grandpa. But it also has PvP arenas, the ability to summon up to 4 friends to your PvE adventure, and these mini raid-style bosses that you can unlock as you progress through your leveling. My biggest issue with the multiplayer wasn't the small amounts of latency that I encountered during co-op, which to be fair, were a little frustrating during the boss fights. By a little, I mean a lot. But it was the fact that I didn't have any friends. Matchmaking took so long that I gave up, and I honestly haven't gone back to attempting the raid. But I guess it's cool that there's an option to do so, and I'll definitely be trying to join like a guild or something in the future to see if I can get some raids in. I want to give myself a wedgie and stuff myself in a locker for saying that. Anyway, the basis of my point today is this. These wins aren't stinky like the ones after Taco Bell dinners. These are fresh and breezy with a hint of jank, and it seems to add to the charm.
Fucking windy.
I don't regret any of the time that I spent in this game, and I'll probably spend a good amount more. I want to thank everybody that suggested this game to me. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even have heard of this gem, so thanks. If you haven't subscribed already, fucking do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's yap, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. It is absolutely cool for bonkers puffs to me how bad things have gotten in gaming. From pay to win, this is ridiculous, and I will die on that hill, to the dookie stains called cheaters. Wow, you gotta be a final boss type of loser to actually buy any of this crap. To watered down content.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
It just doesn't seem to end. I've obviously known about and criticized scummy business practices in the gaming industry for a while now, but piling them all up into one dookie mound for this video actually gave me the sad.